He's right there.
Welcome to this week's Archer's Choice.
This week we're heading back up to McMillan River Adventures for Moose Mania Part 2.
You know, last week we left you to try to show you all about camp, and we were in the moose already.
Well, yeah, we already got into the weather's cool and everything's ready to set. We just need to get out, get going.
Yes.
But first,
Lucky Logo.
Lucky Logo is Beeman's.
Beeman's, baby. They'll rock your world. Best carboneros in the world.
So at the end of the show, when you see the Beeman logo, we'll let you know what to do with it.
Yep.
Okay.
Fling them.
Fling them. Okay, well, in that taste, then let's start going. Let's go start flinging some arrows at some
weather
moose.
is right. Camp is ready to go, and well, we got to cure Moose Mania.
The routine day is get up, have Ralph start the fire for me, get out of bed, get dressed, go to the cook tent, have some coffee, have some quick breakfast, get our gear together, hop in the boats, and go upstream. When we get on the boats and we get going, there's a couple different things we do. Sometimes it's a matter of looking, and you just keep looking nonstop on the shorelines, looking for bulls, looking for sign. Sometimes it's a matter of actually smelling a bull as you're going on the water. Basically, that's our entire day as we go in the boat, cruising around, looking for moose. Once in a while, we'll stop, find a nice little spot, maybe a pond or a big moosey meadow, sit there for an hour or two, do a few small calls, maybe rake a little branches. Those moose can hear some of those calls for over a mile, a couple miles, and they're gonna come in sooner or later. And who knows, maybe tomorrow is when that we'll finally see the bull that we called in today.
All right, you're motoring upriver. Every oxbow, every bend, you never know what's going to be there. We're coming around that bend, and all of a sudden, boom, you could see paddles. We're like, there he is, there he is. So you hurry up, get the boat to the shore. We get the decoy, and we start moving in. All right, as we're coming upriver, we spotted a good bull. The bull's over there. The wind's coming this way. We're going to try to draw him across the river. And all of a sudden, we see this bull, and he's looking the other direction. He's not looking at us. His attention is not to us. And the next thing you know is this bull turns from us, and he is going right a beeline to this other bull. They're gonna go at it, Dan. And these two bulls start to go at it, but they work their way into the thicker brush, so we can't film it, but we can hear it. And just to be amongst that, to hear, I mean, you're talking about 1,800 pound animals fighting, pushing, thrashing, I mean, stuff, you hear, whack, crack, you hear the antlers going, and I mean, it just, that's why we're here.
Here he comes.
It sounds like they're starting to head further out. There ain't much we can do in this situation. We couldn't get closer to them with the boat or anything. Nah, they are really checking whose paws.
I think he was coming across to him.
Yeah.
They were coming together, and we just
And then he
happened.
heard something else grunting, and
We just happened to come around the corner.
this morning we made a game plan. We decided we are gonna go all the way upriver as far as we can, and then we're gonna float back.
Here we go, and we run into one cow, no bull. We run into another cow, no bull.
And all of a sudden, I look over to my left, and I just see a bull's paddles, and he's just laid back in the big timber.
Vicki and Ty are trying to get our attention in back of us, and Vicki's pointing that she saw an antler, so we hurry up, cut the motors, go back around, and drift past where she saw the bulls.
That was it. We needed to get back. So we turned around, we got up onto the shore, and it was like all of a sudden we all just went into mode. I mean, it was just like, okay, this is what we have to do.
If he'd come, I'd go this way, but he doesn't want to come.
We chased that bull around for half an hour, and at times we could hear another cow and bull calling and bellowing. Then we realized there were two bulls chasing this cow. That worked to our benefit.
I don't even know how they could see anything down on the ground. We were actually standing up on a tree so that we could see further in. They were down. There was a couple times where I saw a paddle going back and forth to Don and to Ralph, and then all of a sudden I think I saw Ralph draw once and back down, and it's so thick in there. You can't hardly walk, let alone get a shot in there. And then on top of it, the wind is swirling constantly.
The bull let us approach several times within 15 to 20 yards, but there was always a willow bush or a spruce tree or something in the way.
We were almost pretty much wrapping it up because it sounded like the bull and the cows had gone off. Well, next thing you know is Don is low and he's like, hey, hey. And here comes this little bull. He comes running by and the big guy is chasing this little bull. He passes us within 10, 15 yards. And here comes the big guy. He's going down. He's going down. Woo, baby! Woo! You know, that thunderhead did everything it needed to. This bull goes 20, 25 yards and throws his head back. He hits that ground, and all of the jubilation, all of the excitement, everything that we worked for year after year after year, everything goes down to that one moment. And when that moment comes to be, you release. We all excited, high-fiving, hugging, and Vicki and Tyler, who were down on the bank where the boats were, we let them know that, well, that it was over.
GPS! GPS! Okay, go back and get one of them and mark the boat before you come in here.
Huh? I saw one opening.
And then we're gonna stay here, you come back into us, okay?
We thunderhead here, baby. Oh, look at the size of this animal. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Oh, thank you, Lord. Thank you, McMillan River, brother. Hey, Don, we did it again.
Always an adventure.
Oh, he's beautiful. Congrats.
She's really happy because it's her turn now, but
Did you guys see him when he was like
Oh,
15 yards
we
away?
couldn't shoot.
We were 15 yards in number.
I'm at full draw. I can't, and there was all those branches, and I'm like, we're not taking, a risky shot. And
How far was the shot? Like 10 yards?
yeah, 15 yards at the max.
Was 15?
Every time you get close to an animal like this, you're lost in the mass and the size, and I think one arrow puts these animals down, these critters, and you got about 1,800 pounds of pure muscle and strength.
Where we parked the boat after we went and got the packs out of it, the boat was a lot further that way, and the river's actually
It's right here.
like less than 100 yards. So we just have to haul the meat out about
Thank you,
100
big
yards.
guy.
But Don's not here right now because he had to go get the chainsaw to
because
blaze us away to get all this meat out of here. So now.
But the reality of it is it was incredible. I believe this is the third day.
It's the third day.
Vicki actually let me hunt first.
Congratulations.
We are spoiled rotten to be blessed to be able to do this and to come up to the Yukon at McMillan River and just,
Beautiful bull.
Beautiful bull. Yeah, what do you say? You get caught in awe.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm blessed in so many ways, and to have my best hunting partner, my wife, the mother of my child, to want to share all this with me is, man, I won the lotto. I did. I know that the Yukon and the wilderness stuff is in her soul. And when we get here together, man, I think the only thing that could make it better is someday to share it with RJ. It's right there.
Well, Ralph's bull is done. We have it all back to camp. It's flown out. The next day, it's my turn to hunt. We went all the way to as far as we could to the top of the river. Went out there, we started walking around. We saw lots of sign, lots of moose tracks everywhere. Saw some grizzly bear tracks. Dan and I, we started going through the timber because the moose aren't moving. It's getting warm out and they're starting to hold up. We go in and we find a spot. We're inside the big timber and we're sitting there. And Don says, well, he goes, we'll just sit here for a little bit and see what we can hear and see if anything happens. And as the three of us are sitting there talking, I hear a bull grunt. He's right there. Don's like, quick, get behind you. So Dan and I, we hop behind us, trying to find a spot where I can have a shot through to where the trail that we're sitting on. Don went over to the left further so he could keep calling, maybe pull the bull through. And I'm glassing, I'm looking at him, and I look at Dan, I go, he's a smaller bull. first set, and he knew something wasn't right, and he stopped. He turned back around, but that was cool. It's hard to get a clean arrow through.
It's just cool getting one that close, so.
It was really cool. I mean, he wasn't 10 yards from us. No. Back in the boat, all of a sudden we get a whiff of a bull. Quickly get over to the shore, get out, do some calling. We went into the woods to see if we could find him. We found him. Sure, he would come in. He's only got one side. He's only got one antler. Seems to be my luck. 77 degrees and a one rack pole.
Hey, that's enough. Come to your senses, buddy.
One friggin' hour.
Doesn't that just fade you? I just stopped back there.
Yeah.
Let's see how close you can get. Like I heard you say, you're like, there's your shot.
Yeah. And
Less than 20 yards.
And we got close.
Wide open. One antler. And we could smell him. The reason we even stopped, you could smell him. I was like,
Smelled him and saw him, and knew once those ears lay back like that, we got him. I mean, we can walk right up to him. Just open it. That cow was over this way.
yeah,
I think he's still right there.
right, kind of like at that point.
So what I want to try to do is I'm hoping that we can get into some of these spruce and it might be a little bit open.
As with any type of hunting, weather's a critical factor. We had some warm weather move in. We had southerly winds that brought in record high temperatures for the Yukon.
It turns hot. The bulls, they're not gonna move. It's hot, the snow melts on the top of the mountains, and the bulls and the cows, they all just hold tight. There's a bull across the pond from us, and then he's just kind of standing there and looking around, and Don calls a couple times. He doesn't care, so Don's like, come on, we're gonna go around, we're gonna get to him. We go around the lake to get to him, through the beaver ponds, sweating our butts off. We get around to where we can go towards this bull to get on him. He's on an island. We can't get to him. Cannot get to him. He's done. He's out there. He has a cow with him. He's not gonna come back over here. He's on an island. We just went all the way around, crossed that creek and came around. There's an island. I don't think we can get to that island. We hunted hard. We sweated a lot trying to get me a bull. It didn't happen. But you know what? We're up here in the Yukon with McMillan River Adventures, and it can't get any better.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
That
You
was
know,
crazy. I mean,
the
it was
weather
the
was great,
thicket
but
stuff
then
and-
as it started to deteriorate, and when I say deteriorate, on a moose hunt, if it starts getting warm,
it deteriorates.
it deteriorates fast.
Yeah. You usually when you go on a hunt, you think, okay, it's gonna get snowing and raining, and that's what you would think would be deteriorating, but that's
Yeah.
what you want when you go moose hunting.
You
And
want that cold weather. It's a big animal. They don't like the heat. They're going to lay tight, and that's what made us pursue that bull like we did.
Right.
You know what I mean? We had to go after him.
And you guys were close, but that brush was thick.
Oh, it was so thick, and
was.
sometimes you got to seize the moment, and we
right.
seized the moment.
Yeah,
and I
unfortunately,
wish.
I didn't get to seize the moment because it did get too hot.
Yeah.
And they did
But
hunker down.
you had a nice bull. He was just missing one side.
Just kind of missing one side, but this fall, I get to go. and
Different
it's
story.
My turn. I am going to hunt the entire time until I shoot my bull.
I don't think so.
Do. And if you happen to see the Beeman logo, which was the lucky logo this week, you need to log on to archerschoice.com, click on the lucky logo button, and fill out some information. Someone's going to win some stuff from Beeman, as well as some of our other partners. Next week, we're heading to Alberta,
South Peace. Don Lind again.
Yeah,
we can't get away from him. What's
We're gonna
going
go
on?
bearing down up at South Peace, Alberta.
Yes.
So thank you for watching this week. We'll see you next week, same time,
Same channel.
right here on the Archer's Choice.
But we need to do, no, you're not gonna hunt the whole time up there. That's not fair. Normally I let you hunt.